Hello and welcome to the Manatee County School District Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Manatee District Virtual College Fair. That's strivescan.com/Manatee District Virtual College Fair. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Rollins College.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. So my name's Christina Bracero, and I am your admission counselor for Rollins College. I am the person that you will have the most point of contact with, and so I'm happy to help in any way that I can. In terms of my presentation here, let me know if anything is wrong.
Looks good.
Perfect. So we are a College of Liberal Arts at Rollins College. We are located in Winter Park, Orlando, Florida. And so we are just 15 minutes down the road from Orlando. So you have the best of both worlds with us. You're going to have the large city just down the road, but the small town feel of Winter Park, where our campus is. As in liberal arts, we want our students to be well-rounded. So if you're not familiar with what a liberal arts institution is, you of course will have your major and develop the expertise within it, but you're also going to continue developing skills outside of that major so that no matter where you go after your time in college, you have transferable skills. Now, for us, this is a picture here of campus for anyone who has not visited. So we do have Lake Virginia right behind us. And on the other side of this is the downtown historic Winter Park area, which is very much an extension of campus for our students. Talking about our campus, we have just over 2,000 students. And so about 50% are coming from within the state of Florida. 40% are international, and 10% are going to be, 40% are out of state and 10% are international, representing over 60 different nations. So we do have a diverse campus with 27% of our student body identifying as a student of color. When we look down at our curriculum, we offer over 60 different academic programs, a combination of majors, minors, and pre-professional tracks. And you do not have to declare your major until the end of your sophomore year at Rollins. So you really have 2 full years to explore, take classes, and really know that you're excited and passionate about what you choose. Our average class size is going to be 17, with no class being larger than 25 to 30 typically. Those are most of our caps. You're not going to have that large lecture hall experience. You do not get lost in the classroom, and our professors are all the ones teaching our courses. Now, we do then, outside of the classroom, have a lot of ways that students engage, including student orgs and clubs. We have over 150, and that covers kind of everything. So student cultural religious organizations, fraternity and sorority life. We have expressive arts groups, political groups, community service groups. We have our student government, so a lot of ways to engage. We are also Division II for our athletics, if anyone is thinking at the varsity level, and we also offer intramural and club sports for those who want to stay engaged, but not at that varsity level. I will note as well that about 75% of our students will study internationally or study abroad at some point. So we really do want students to have that opportunity if they're interested. And any financial aid you receive to go to Rollins does travel with you for your program abroad. Now, I always like noting our kind of statistics for our college graduates after Rollins. So 97% of them do let us know that 12 months after graduating, they are engaged in the workforce, graduate school, or volunteer service. So we're really excited to see that we are preparing our students and they're going on to fulfill their goals and dreams. Now, talking about applying to Rollins, we have 3 different applications you can choose from: the institutional Rollins application, the Common App, or the Coalition app. You choose one, it's up to you. There is no fee to apply. We are holistic in our review, so this means we look at everything that you submit to us. In terms of our standardized testing, do know that we are test optional, so this means we do not require SAT or ACT scores. If you are going to supply tests, though, you can see our ranges here on this slide. Our average core unweighted GPA is going to be about a 3.5. So do know that these averages that we are listed here are the middle 50%. So we do have students above and below. Then there's the essay portion, the involvement section, and we're only going to require one letter of recommendation from your guidance or college counselor. You're welcome to submit additional, but we just require the one. And then for some deadlines to keep in mind, we offer both early and regular decision. So early decision is that binding option you're absolutely in love with the school because you can only apply to one college early decision. It's a binding agreement, like I said, so that means if we accept you, we expect you're going to come to Rollins, and if you've applied anywhere else, you're going to withdraw those applications. We have 2 deadlines, and we know that this is a large commitment, and so there are some benefits to this. You find out your notification about a month later. As well as having priority for your first semester of course scheduling, which I think is a big benefit. If you're not able or ready to make that binding agreement, though, that's absolutely okay. You're just going to apply under regular decision, but still aim for that first deadline of November 15th because it acts as our priority scholarship deadline. This is in particular for our Alphon scholarship that is full room, board, and tuition. Our final deadline is going to be February 1st. And then just some quick information about financial aid. About 95% of our students receive some form of aid. Our merit scholarships are going to range anywhere from $15,000 to $32,000, and you're automatically considered for them when you apply. So there's no separate application or separate deadlines. For my Florida residents tuning in, we do accept Florida prepaid, Florida Bright Futures, and the EASE grant. And then you would also accept any aid that comes back from the FAFSA, so need-based aid, as well as any additional scholarships that you may apply for or compete for outside of institutions. And we stack everything to create your overall financial aid package to Rollins. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach me at kbracero@rollins.edu. I'll put it in the chat as well. I'm happy to help in any way that I can.
Thank you so much. And a quick reminder to all of our participants joining us today, if you have questions for our schools, you can use the Q&A function on your screen to ask questions of any of our schools here at any time during the presentation. Up next is Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Adrienne Ravizoli. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions at Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach. And I am your admissions counselor. I handle all of Manatee County. So I will provide some information about our university. And then if you need to reach out to me about any questions about your application, please feel free to do so. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University is the world's largest fully accredited university that specializes in engineering, aviation, and space studies. We're located in Florida, which is our flagship campus in Daytona Beach. It's about 4 miles from the beach. We're an hour east of Orlando. And most importantly, for a lot of my engineers, we are an hour north of Kennedy Space Center. Now, we also have a smaller sister campus in Prescott, Arizona. The Florida campus has a little over 7,000 total students, including our master's and doctoral students. Our campus in Arizona has about 3,100 total students. It is 2 hours north of Phoenix and about a 5.5-hour drive from Southern California. So both campuses are positioned really well to give you opportunities for internships as well as jobs. Our school is known, again, for aviation. We actually started out as the country's oldest flight program. In 1926, we started, and we still offer flight to our students. So that actually does make us the country's oldest flight program. We're also the largest university-based flight program. We have over 99 aircraft at our Daytona Beach campus, which is adjacent to the Daytona International Airport. We are also ranked #1 for aerospace engineering, and we have been so for the past 21 years. Within aerospace engineering, which is offered at both campuses, you can specialize in aeronautics, which is design and build of aircraft, astronautics, designing and building of rockets and satellites, or you can do propulsion system. We offer jet and rocket propulsion. We have a 94% job placement rate within 1 year of graduation for all of our majors. And that is due in part to our opportunities that we give our students. So we give you the chance to do internships through our career services office, and you do a lot of hands-on experiential learning. You're going to be doing research pretty much from your first semester, which is one of the things that sets us apart from other STEM schools. A little bit more information about Embry-Riddle. Similar to what our representative from Rollins mentioned, is that in financial aid, we do accept Florida prepaid, we accept Florida Bright Futures, and also the Florida EASE grant. And then for being Florida residents, even though we don't have in-state or out-of-state tuition, we do give you a 5% tuition discount at our Florida campus. So these are our top programs that we're most known for. Aeronautical Science, which is our flight program. It does fill up quickly. So for any students that are currently seniors and you're interested in applying, I recommend that you apply as quickly as possible because it tends to fill up right before the spring semester. Aerospace engineering is also a very popular program that fills up very quickly. Mechanical engineering, we offer 4 specializations. You can choose from robotics, clean energy systems, high performance vehicles, and biomedical engineering. Astronomy and astrophysics offered at our Daytona Beach campus, which is also the home of the largest university-based telescope in the entire state of Florida. Global security and intelligence, global business, and all of the forensic fields are offered at our Prescott, Arizona campus. And logistics and supply chain is a new concentration that we offer through our business administration program at the Daytona Beach campus. We also offer aviation business. Aerospace physiology is the newest program that we offer, and we're the first college in the country that offers this major. It's actually a biology pre-med program, but with a space focus. It's meant to train medical professionals that are going to be helping humans in space flight. This is just a quick snapshot of some recent employers that have been hiring our students. Again, we have the Career Services Office. They host an industry fair twice a year, and we get about 150 to 200 different companies from the aerospace and aviation industries to recruit our students for internships as well as for job opportunities. So you have a wide array of companies to choose from. If you're interested in applying and you are currently a senior, the application is open on our website. It is our own application. We do not use the Common App or the Coalition application. For students that are juniors, you'll actually start applying in June of next year, and we start reading applications in September. If you are interested in applying, you can use the fee waiver code that you see there on the screen. I apologize that my presentation is getting a little wonky, but the application fee waiver that's on the screen will waive the application fee for you. So, and it is recyclable for our juniors. If you want to use it next year, you can. It's completely free to apply. Then all I really need are your official high school transcripts. If you are doing dual enrollment, we like to see the official transcript from the college where you're dual enrolled. We are a test optional school. We have been so for the past 7 years, so we do not require SATs or ACTs for admissions purposes. But it is also optional to submit an essay or a resume, as well as 2 letters of recommendation at minimum. For students that are filling out for financial aid, you can actually start doing the FAFSA October of every year. Seniors, the application already opened up October 1st of this year. And for our juniors, it's going to be October of 2022 that you can start applying. And just make sure that our school is one of the ones that you want to have received your FAFSA results so we can set up financial aid. We do also offer merit-based scholarships, and about 98% of our students receive some sort of financial aid from us. We accept external scholarships, and we are also NCAA Division II, so we have athletic scholarships available, as well as accepting of the ROTC scholarships. So this is my contact information. I will share it in the chat as well. Like I mentioned earlier, I am the admissions counselor for Manatee County. So if you have any questions, I'm the one that will be reading your applications, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. For students that are interested in joining us, we have an open house this Saturday. I know it's kind of short notice, but if you want to join us, you can sign up on our website, or you can visit the campus. We have tours available 5 days a week, 3 times a day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Up next, we have the University of California, Santa Barbara.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cuca Acosta. I'm with the University of California, Santa Barbara, UCSB, yes, home of the Gauchos. The University of California is a 9-campus system, and Santa Barbara happens to be located about 100 miles north of Los Angeles in sunny Southern California. So yes, go from the east to the west coast, find yourself having an amazing adventure for years as you're getting your undergraduate degree. Santa Barbara is known as an undergraduate residential campus community, which means our goal, our ambition is to work with you to get you in and out in 4 years, as you are the majority of our student body. We're a tier 1 research institution, which means we ask a lot of questions: who, what, where, when, why, how. And we do this in every single one of our majors. And then our faculty work to find answers to those questions, thus expanding knowledge and, well, conducting research. The fun part for UC Santa Barbara is that we house 3 separate colleges for undergraduate students. What you need to know if you want to apply to UCSB is that I will ask you for your intended major in the University of California application. Some of our majors are offered in more than one college. So think of UCSB as your house, and colleges are sort of rooms in that house. They have different purposes. For the College of Letters and Science, there is the option to come in as undeclared. For those of you who don't know your major, take a deep breath in and then let it out. We offer 80 programs in this particular college, A through Z, actuarial science, all the way to zoology. And because there's a liberal arts platform, we do not admit by major. One more time, we do not admit by major. Now, that's going to be the exact opposite statement if you're an engineer. And at Santa Barbara, we have 5 engineering programs, the core 5. We will admit directly into the major, so it needs to be listed as your first choice, recognizing that we do have one of the smaller engineering programs in California, so it is considered selective at admissions. Our College of Creative Studies is for those students who want to create new knowledge. Get it? Creative studies. 8 majors where you can find yourself really honing in on a subset. So not just physics, but specifically astrophysics or quantum physics. Not just music, but specifically music composition. Are you a student who has that focus? Let me know. We'll share details with you. Like the University of California is doing research and we're getting you prepared to think critically, we'll also give you opportunities to prepare for life outside of the university. Our pre-professional programs encompass pre-health, which is pre-med, pre-pharmacy, pre-dentistry. Yeah, you're getting it, right? Business entrepreneurship, pre-law, and so much more. Our quarter system is built so fall, winter, and spring quarters equal our academic year with an optional summer session. Why is that important? Well, we don't charge out-of-state tuition during the summer. Did you perk up? I know I did. Lots of options and opportunities on our campus. Now, undergraduate residential means that Santa Barbara students tend to live on campus. And newsflash, you won't be able to commute back and forth from your coast to mine every day. So you'll find yourself in one of our 9 undergraduate residence halls. And if this isn't enough to say, maybe I should think of Santa Barbara, that's campus. Yep, everything inside the gold line is the University of California. To the north is the Santa Barbara Airport, which is how you can get to me. That's how I can get to you. The Santa Barbara Airport is a great way to find yourself visiting campus, which, by the way, we're open for visitors. Our campus is diverse. It's young, it's fun, and it's inventive. So lots of options and opportunities to get involved in clubs and sports and organizations, anything and everything you can think of. If you're an athlete, we're a Division I campus with 19 NCAA Division I teams. So how do you apply? The University of California application opens August 1st of your senior year. It is 100% self-reported. So no transcripts, no interviews, no resumes. The application itself will allow you to ask or to tell us questions about your home life, but also about your academics. Just note that the University of California does a holistic review, so everything matters, who you are and what you've done in and outside of the classroom. We do ask you to complete 7 academic subjects during your 4 years of high school, which, newsflash, these are your high school graduation requirements. From these courses in particular, we will calculate your University of California GPA from sophomore and junior year. You heard me right, sophomore and junior year. It's a weighted GPA, so AP, IB, or college work gets bumped. I know. Now, those are the 2 academic requirements that I have of you. I'll make note that the University of California is test free. I love saying that. We cannot and will not look at SAT or ACT in our admissions process. Well, what if I want to share them? No, will not look at it. It's actually against the law for me to do so. So you need to know that I'm looking at you as a student and as a human being. So share information with us that allows us the opportunity to get to know you. Your timeline for point of reference, applications open in August, but you can't actually submit seniors until November. You have 30 days starting on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, going through November 30th. The application submit date is irrelevant, so just get it in during November, recognizing that the application is submitted, but we won't talk to you until March of your senior year. It is the application for admission and scholarships. So note that we'll automatically consider students, any U.S. resident, for merit scholarships through the UC application by itself. That's a lot of information to share in a short period of time. So get to know us, surf our resources. You'll find that there's options and opportunities to get to know us through virtual fairs and events, but again, to come visit us in person if that's what you prefer to do. How do you get in touch? Well, my contact information is on the screen now. You'll also see it in the chat box too. So if you've got questions, I've got answers. And again, I'm the only Kuka in the University of California, so it's very easy to find me. I thank you for your time and look forward to seeing your questions in the Q&A box.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And what a great reminder to our participants, please ask those questions of any of our schools here at any time during these presentations. Up next, we have Sacred Heart University.
Hi there, everybody. My name is Kim, and I'm with Sacred Heart University, which is in Connecticut. And I am very excited to tell you about Sacred Heart. I don't know if I'm as excited as Kuka was, but I'm going to try. So that was great. Anyway, Sacred Heart University is located in Fairfield, Connecticut. And I am actually located in Florida. So, which you guys are as well. So I am your regional representative for Sacred Heart. So Fairfield, Connecticut is actually only about an hour outside of New York City. So our students absolutely love that. It's a great advantage for us. And we're only 2.5 hours from Boston. We are a private Catholic university, and we are very open to all students, all religions. We celebrate all religious holidays. I believe 60% of our students actually identify as Catholic students. We're called the Pioneers, so we have a lot of school spirit at Sacred Heart. We are a big athletic school, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But these are just some of the facts that I wanted you guys to know. We are the top 10 university for community service and for happiest students. So our students really have a heart for service. We give back to the community, and that's something that's hugely important across every aspect of the campus. We are the second largest Catholic university in New England, behind Boston College. So we're really in a growth mode, and it's a really exciting time to be at Sacred Heart. Our undergraduate enrollment is 6,000 students. So we do have 5 different colleges of study. We have our Arts and Sciences College, we have our College of Education, we have the Jack Welch College of Business and Tech, and our College of Nursing, which is really what we're known for. If you live up in the Northeast, you would know all about our College of Nursing. It's very, very competitive, #1 in Connecticut, top in New England. Also, our great College of Health Professions as well, and I'll go over some of the areas of that in just a minute too. So 80+ majors, minors, concentrations, and obviously a still deciding option, because we know not everyone knows what they want to major in right now. We do have 2 campuses abroad. We have a Sacred Heart campus in Ireland and one in Luxembourg. Plus, we work with 30 other countries to help our students study abroad, and that will start back this next semester, and we're so excited that our students can do that again. Our average class size is about 21. So I was mentioning before the College of Health Professions. We have 3 undergrad health professions majors in this college, but the big part of this is our graduate health professions programs, which you as a freshman can be pre-admitted to any of these master's degrees or our doctorate in physical therapy. So this is something that students really love. If you know you want to be a physical therapist and you know you want to stay at the same college for all 6 or 7 years, then you have that opportunity. So the most important thing, obviously, besides studying, is to get involved in outside activities, and we will provide you with lots of opportunities for this. Again, I said it before, we are a huge athletic school. We're Division I, we're a smaller D1, so that's very attractive for students. We have over 33 D1 teams. We have over 35 club level teams. So very, very sports oriented. Also with majors that go along with sports, the athletic training, we have sports management, sports communication. So that's a very big part of who we are. Also a very big performing arts area with a new music major this year. So we have band, orchestra, guard, many choral groups, many dance groups, some theater options, plus our campus ministry program is really big. and again, the community service and volunteer programs. And we actually have a new diversity and inclusion center too, which is something that's very important to us. We have 5 new residence halls built within the last 2 years. And unfortunately, if you come to visit, you can't go in them yet because of COVID protocols, but we have a lot of virtual tours available on our website and also on YouTube. So there are many different styles. It's just a great, beautiful campus, and super excited if you guys can come and visit us. This is our West Campus. It's pretty new. It's about 4 years old. It was the headquarters of General Electric before they moved their headquarters to Cincinnati. So literally a quarter mile from our campus. These 2 buildings that are in this picture have been completely gutted, refurbished, state-of-the-art, everything, an 11,000 square foot maker space for our engineering majors. And this little funny looking thing right here, this diamond shaped thing, is actually a hotel. So, and it goes underground, so it's pretty cool. But this is, again, we're growing, and there's just no telling what's around the corner for us. So our application deadlines, we do have early decision, early action 1 of December 15. So we're not quite as early as some schools. And then we're rolling admissions after February 1. These are our requirements. We are test optional. We use the common application, so super easy to apply. And average GPA is around a 3.6. For nursing, it's going to be more like a 3.9. And we do offer every freshman a merit scholarship up to $18,000 per year, and then different grants available as well, as you can see here: performing arts, community service. We do require the CSS profile for need-based aid. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Up next, we have Laguna College of Art and Design.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. My name is Annie Lucido. I'm an admissions counselor at Laguna College of Art and Design. We call it LCAD for short. We are located in Laguna Beach, California, so that's South Orange County. On this map here, you can kind of see where we're at in proximity to Los Angeles. Orange County is pretty densely populated. There's a lot going on. Obviously, some important industry headquarters located right in our backyard, especially for the game industry. But where we're located, it's the beach, right? It's a very peaceful, beautiful landscape, actually. And if you've never been, just know that it's a really popular tourist destination. Laguna Beach as a city was founded as an arts colony, like in the late 1800s. So when you come here and you see all the galleries, all the studios, there's a big festival every summer, the museum, that's why. It's because we were originally an arts colony back in the day. Our campus is located in Laguna Canyon, so you kind of have to drive through this long, windy road. Feels like you're in a very rural landscape to get to our campus, and we're just a couple minutes away from PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. So that's where downtown Laguna Beach is. Our campus is actually 2 different locations, both within the canyon. They're right next to each other. The main campus is kind of the older, traditional media campus, so drawing and painting and sculpture studios are here. And then right around the bend is our Big Bend campus. So this is where we have our digital media majors. So all of our computer labs are here. I'm going to play a video for a few minutes, and I'm going to just turn this volume all the way down so you can hear me. Maybe I'll give it a little background music. Okay, so LCAD is a very small private visual arts school, okay? When I say small, I mean like 700 students, about how big we are. Our average class size is about 15 students. So you might actually have, a class that ends up being like 6 or 4 students in it. So if you like that kind of more intimate, small school experience, that's exactly what LCAD offers. There's a lot of really great art schools in the country, and let alone Southern California, but we stand out because we're a smaller, more intimate version, more focused on fewer majors. We technically only have 7 majors. So when I said visual arts, right, I mean not music, theater, dance, no performing arts, it's all visual arts. So we'll look at, briefly at each major here. Really, we're probably most well known for our kind of entertainment oriented degrees. So that'd be like game art, entertainment design, animation, illustration. But graphic design and drawing and painting are really great programs too. They just have a little bit of a different bent. Our drawing and painting program is really well known for its focus on like representational or realistic looking art. So when you see some student work examples here, you won't see any like abstract work or super, experimental fine art. It's all this very traditional kind of classical realism. That's the focus of our painting program. That's super unique. There are very few art schools in the country that have a specialized program like that. You'll also notice, looking at our graphic design program, a lot of like sports stuff, right? Like a lot of Nike, Vans, Hurley, and team sports too, like NBA, NFL, NHL. Our graphic design program has an emphasis track that's specialized in that industry. So that's another thing that I haven't heard of at another college, having a dedicated degree for that industry within the graphic design program. Okay, that's just kind of the intro, a few minutes I wanted to share with you guys of that video. This is where some of our alumni are working. A couple big names up here. Those are big ones. There's lots of small ones too, of course. Okay, so I'll talk a bit about the admissions process because it's an art school, right? We're different than other, bigger universities. We have a totally different admissions process. The biggest difference is that you have to submit an art portfolio to be accepted, okay? Every art school, for the most part, is going to ask for that, but different schools have different criteria for your portfolio submission. Not that we're trying to make it hard for you, but it's important to keep track of that, okay? So you need to submit, of course, the online application. It's just through our website. It's free. We don't charge a fee. Just go to lcad.edu. That's where you can start your application online. You'll upload your portfolio and your essay there. And we'll also need official transcript, of course, from your high school. In terms of like grades and how we score and admissions based on like your GPA, we really don't place much importance on your grades at all. We care so much more about your portfolio. Think of it like an audition, right? Like if you were a singer, dancer, it's great if you have great grades, like, good job being a good student, but really you're coming for the art. So that's why we need to, ultimately base our decision off of your portfolio and the skills you display there. So the minimum GPA to be accepted is only 2.5. We really don't, give you a merit scholarship based on your GPA. It's based on your artwork, okay? Don't send us SAT scores. We don't look at those. December 1st is the early action deadline, and the final deadline is August 1st. I think I'm out of time, unfortunately, so I'll go ahead and stop sharing here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And participants, if you still have questions for any of our schools here, please use that Q&A function. Up next, we have Florida A&M University.
Hey, good evening, everyone, students and guidance counselors and parents. And if there are any rattlers out there, here's to you. We strike from the top. You know who we are. Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, affectionately known as FAMU across the country. Let me tell you how this amazing story started. Back in 1875, you see this rattlesnake right here? We were provided land as a land grant institution on the highest hill in Tallahassee, all right? That's the capital of Florida, as you know. It was infested with rattlesnakes. What did we do? We adopted the rattlesnakes as our mascot, and we took lemons and made lemonade. That's what rattlers do too. Now, let's do this. Let's fast forward about 130 years. What are we now? We're still atop that same hill, but now that's probably the most coveted piece of property in Tallahassee, okay? Right next to Florida State, right at the Capitol, a vibrant institution of 10,000 graduates or 10,000 students, right? From all over the country, all over the world, from all cultures and races and ethnicities. We've graduated more African-American students than any other college university in the country. That's a fact. 80,000 living graduates. Some of those graduates are, let me see. You ever heard of Microsoft? Chairman of the board of Microsoft, Mr. John Thompson, Ms. Kimberly Godwin, current president of ABC, all right? Mr. Will Packer, filmmaker extraordinaire. A couple of weeks ago, he was chosen to actually produce the Academy Awards, the biggest awards show in Hollywood. Don't you let anyone tell you that you can't reach the highest of heights by coming to FAMU. Now, a lot of majors under that FAMU umbrella. We've got 14 different colleges and schools, very, very STEM heavy. Okay, very STEM heavy. We've got some beautiful facilities, some of those that you'll see in a quick video that I'm going to show you. But how does this get started? You know, the first domino that needs to fall, you got to apply and be admitted. All right, you go to famu.edu. We are requiring the SAT and ACT. That's not a FAMU rule. That's a State Board of Government rules. We're not test optional. But if you want to be with us in the fall, we're going to get about 12,000 applications. Be sure that you go ahead and apply soon. FAMU.edu, there are precise instructions. I'll put my contact information in the chat, okay, so you can see it. But I'm going to go straight to this video now, all right? And I hope you enjoy it. There are going to be some fun things, and there are going to be some serious things, all right? There's the Rattler. Our colors are green and orange. You know what that stands for? If I can get this video started here. Okay, come on. Let's go, pop up. Let's play it in non-presentation mode. And I hope. There we go, finally, okay. The green is for the agriculture in Florida. The orange is for the citrus industry in Florida. Students, I hope you enjoyed that, okay? Come and be with us, but you got to apply, you got to be admitted to be a part of those fraternities, those sororities, to be in all the clubs and organizations, to get you a passport and see places that you'd never dreamed of, and we'll help you pay for them. Make sure that you do that. Again, my name is Les Ferrier. I serve as Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management, and I'll put my contact in here. I expect to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of our schools here today. Those were fantastic presentations. I'm excited. I want to apply again to school now so that I can come visit all of your institutions. I'll ask everyone to come back on screen now. We have some time for some Q&A. So we'll go ahead and get started with our first question, which is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? You get to share your nuggets of wisdom with our participants here today. We'll go in the same order and start with Rollins College.
There's so many pieces I can provide, so hopefully we'll cover it all amongst the six of us. My first is going to be double, triple check all of your deadlines. Check schools to see if they have early or regular decision, early action. Do they have separate application deadlines for scholarship? Is there an entirely different deadline process for that? just try to get everything figured out so that you do not panic, nor have to panic your counselors or your school at the last minute.
I think my best advice I can give to students going through the admissions process is when you can, go visit the schools that you're interested in applying to, because ultimately that's really going to determine how comfortable you are, where you see yourself spending the next 4 years. You can apply to all these different schools, and you're applying to schools based on their reputation or their name. And ultimately, when you get there, it might not be what you thought it was. So when you can, again, and as I said, visit the colleges that you're interested in applying to, and that'll help you narrow down your choices.
Don't do it alone. Call or email us, ask questions. There's never a question that I think is silly or dumb. And I'd prefer you to ask me in the Office of Admissions than to ask your best friend's cousin's neighbor who got into my university 2 years ago. Things change every single year. So ask for help. You can call or email us. You can stalk us on our individual admissions social media pages. Just don't do it alone.
Yeah, I'll kind of piggyback on that. Also, take advantage of your high school counselors. It's their job to help you and to answer those questions, and you may feel more comfortable asking them certain questions before you ask us. But I think a lot of students kind of skip over the fact that they have great counselors in their high school. So be sure to take advantage of them.
All such great advice. I'm trying to think how it could be different. Of course, at an art school, it is a very different admissions process. And I would say the best way to start to at least, gauge what schools are a good fit for you, look at the artwork, look at the student work. Who are the faculty? What is their artwork like? Do you like it? Does it align with your interests? That's a great way to tell. I mean, yeah, that's best feedback I can give.
Students, I think the best advice that I would give you, your generation's known for being authentic, right? You don't like our videos too produced, and you don't like things too slick. So don't rely on those slick videos and promotional materials. Try to talk to a student who actually has attended or is attending. Your guidance counselors can help you find those people, because when you talk to students, they give you the straight dope, man. They're not going to just tell you the good answer. They're going to tell you the truth. And you want to make sure that when you're recruited, but after you're recruited and you get to campus, that you feel just as warm and welcome as when they were recruiting you.
That's all really great advice. Thank you so much. Something I hear time and time again is really students, talk to the lovely people on the screen here today. Talk to your admissions counselors. So I just wanted to say, really reach out. They're there to help. So that's something I hear a lot. So I think we have time for another question here. So we'll do a really quick round. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I think for Rollins, just remember that you're going to have amazing mentorship and guidance along the way, as well as a 4-year guarantee to graduate.
With Embry-Riddle, because we are considered a smaller school, we have small class sizes, you are going to be part of a family here. Everybody's out to help you, everyone from your fellow classmates to faculty members to ourselves as staff. We're all here to support you because your success reflects really well on us. So we want to make sure that you're happy, you're doing well, and you're ultimately going to be in the career of your dreams.
We're not just pretty. I mean, look at my background. We're not just pretty. We're a tier 1 institution, so we're smart. So look at who you are inside and decide if we're the right fit for you.
Sacred Heart University's location is ideal, being so close to New York City and other booming towns around the area. It can really be a great land of opportunity for you.
I would say, if you attend a private school or attend a, private art school for that matter, take advantage of all the things that you're paying for. A lot of students don't realize that there's all kinds of benefits for currently enrolled students as well as alumni. At LCAD, we don't have like an alumni membership fee. You just automatically are a part of the alumni membership. And you can also audit classes for free after you graduate for the rest of your life. So take advantage of all those things that you're paying for.
Students, check this out. If you were paying attention to that video, you'll know that there were 80,000 living rattlers at least. There's probably more than that, right? These are going to be your friends when you become a rattler. And we got some friends in high places. And these friends, they love to reach back and pull you along. Don't you forget that. We refer to it as FAMULY, FAMULY.
I love that. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for sharing more about your institutions tonight. That will wrap up our session for today. Thank you so much for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions later today. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Manatee District Virtual College Fair. It's Manatee District Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.